What's up, guys? DIY Dale here, and this is the Sad Podcast. There is nothing better than a sad day, and I mean that. A little background about how I even started this is the Sad Podcast was originally created regarding Saturday at Dale's, and my entire life I wanted a place where the guys could come and hang out. The guys can go and we can go off-roading, we can go shoot guns at my property, we can do fishing, and all these great things where we get together as a bunch of dudes hanging out, smoke cigars, and just blow off some steam. So that became Saturday at Dale's, which then I started writing down tons of ideas I had for a podcast, tons of topics, some very controversial, some not, some more educational. But at the end of the day, I felt like there's so many famous people out there, or even just YouTubers or podcasters that make people laugh, and that's how they got famous. But really, I just wanted to bring good content from an average guy out here in Ohio. And if you guys take tune to it and you love it, please share it. My goal is, if I can make you laugh sometimes, that's great, but I want you to walk away learning something. I want you to walk away asking questions. I want you to walk away taking notes, taking some nuggets, and implementing those in your daily life. So we're going to drop 5. I'm dropping 5 podcasts. And that is going to be the week of my birthday. My birthday is November 25th. And first one is going to be Father Figure, Not Dad Bod. And that is going to be about a topic of me having a baby girl and how I want to discipline myself and the things I want to hold myself accountable to be a good dad. So I have 5 topics to talk on that. That's about 15 minutes long. The second one is with a friend of mine named Rick. And he owns a company called Vitality Lounge in downtown Cleveland that is all about men's health. That is going to be an awesome show. It goes about an hour and a half, and it talks about everything from TRT, testosterone, hormone replacement therapy. It talks about men getting off of antidepressants if you're on them and how bad they are. It talks about a little bit of his past and kind of what he has created and what he's looking to do to help men's health. And it could be anybody's health, really, that goes down there. And then episode 3, 4, and 5 are just myself talking about how to leave your daily job and start your own business. Now, there's going to be a lot of topics that I cover within that, so they are going to be 3 different podcasts. They're not going to be super long. My goal is not to extend these, over an hour and a half, 2 hours. We just don't have time for it. I know people are busy. I want to get good content out there as quickly as possible. And in the meantime, shout out some friends that own small businesses. This right here is a cool shirt by Heavy Metal Lifestyle. My friend KJ owns this out of Michigan. It's a Second Amendment shirt. Stack Mags Daily. So if you guys like Second Amendment stuff, check him out. Heavy Metal Lifestyle. He has awesome shirts. They're very affordable. I think like $25. I will be rocking a bunch of those, honestly, when I shoot, just because I like them. They're comfortable. They fit good, especially for my frame. And then I'm going to be launching as well some cool clothing things, and they'll be on the website. It's going to be a really cool area in the page where you can buy some product, buy some swag. And, I want to do some like motivational coffee cups. I want to do some shirts with some motivational quotes that, I've always lived by. One of my favorite quotes is lead by example, teach from experience. Some leadership stuff. And then, a couple more people I'm going to be interviewing along the way are people that own small businesses and have tried and maybe failed a couple times and now are successful. And that's going to be anything from real estate. That could be, I got a buddy of mine who is a private pilot for a big airlines. Well, a big company, I should say, not an airlines. He's a private pilot for them, and he's been a private pilot for another very wealthy individual. So he'll talk about that lifestyle and kind of what that's all about. I thought that was interesting. We're going to have some people from East Cleveland on here. I met a bunch of awesome, successful black entrepreneurs in the community that don't get talked about a lot, so I'm going to talk about them. Some of them own construction companies. A good friend of mine, Chris, he's our drywall guy for F1 Contracting, but he owns his own cigar lounge. So we're going to go down there and chop it up with the boys a little bit. We are also going to talk to a black-owned yacht club in Cleveland. So I think that's going to be really cool. We're going to be talking to a bunch of other people, whether it's about sports, mental capacity, and really how you could process a lot of information. And, we'll even dabble down the lines of firearms because obviously that's a big hobby of mine. And we'll have some beers in the meantime. We'll smoke some cigars. We're going to have a good time. I promise you that. Please leave comments of maybe topics you guys want to talk about. I don't care if they're controversial or not. At the end of the day, big guy that I was a fan of, Charlie Kirk, always said, if you stop talking about things, that's where violence happens. So if you have something you want to bring up and we want to talk about it, let's talk about it. I'd rather have the back and forth than not and let all that energy and negativity build up. So God bless. Stay tuned. DIY Deal is here to stay. The Sad Podcast is going to be awesome. I love you guys. Let's get it. God bless.